What if I told you that one of Singles Inferno's most popular contestants just became its most controversial? From a fan favorite to the center of a full-blown scandal, this is the dramatic downfall of Yuk Jun-seo, and trust me, you'll want to watch this video till the end. Singles Inferno returned this season with all the drama fans hoped for: love triangles, rivalries, and jaw-dropping moments that kept people glued to their screens. But out of all the contestants, one name suddenly stole the spotlight in a way no one expected: Yuk Jun-seo. At first, he seemed like the total package. Mysterious, confident, effortlessly cool. He was getting compared to Dex from Season 2, someone fans still adore. But the excitement quickly turned into criticism, and now, Jun-seo is facing not only backlash for his behavior on the show, but also serious questions about his past that have left fans shocked. Unlike most contestants who are new to fame, Jun-seo was already well known before stepping onto the island. He's an actor, a visual artist, and even a former military survival show contestant. His journey started long before Singles Inferno. Jun-seo was once part of the Korean Navy's elite underwater demolition team, similar to the US Navy SEALs. That background earned him a spot on Steel Troops, a brutal military reality show where veterans and soldiers were pushed to their physical and mental limits. His toughness and calm under pressure made him stand out immediately. Later, he appeared in Netflix's hit drama Sweet Home, playing Bang Jin-ho, a soldier in a post-apocalyptic world. Not only did he act in the series, he helped design creature visuals thanks to his talent as a visual artist. In fact, Jun-seo is a serious artist, known for his passion for painting and drawing. Just last year, he hosted a solo exhibition called Cranium in Soul, where he presented a massive 12-meter installation exploring the balance between discipline and freedom. All of this made his presence on Singles Inferno more interesting. Fans were curious: why would someone with that kind of experience and public profile join a dating show? In the early episodes, he became a standout. His mysterious aura, unique style, and confident energy pulled people in. He wasn't loud or pushy, he had a calm presence that viewers found refreshing. At one point, people were saying he was the most promising contestant of the season. But everything started to shift around episode 4. That's when fans began noticing something off, especially in how he interacted with fellow contestant Eugen. At first, it seemed like they had a connection, maybe even chemistry. Viewers were excited to see where it would go. But instead of growing, their relationship seemed to get worse with each episode. Jun-seo became distant, emotionally cold, and hard to read. After going to paradise with another girl, he returned expecting Eugen to approach him. But when she didn't, he seemed annoyed, even though he made no effort to speak to her himself. He sat near her in silence, waiting for her to initiate. When she eventually started connecting with another contestant, Tae, Jun-seo's behavior turned even colder. He started acting distant and uninterested, as if she had done something wrong. Fans were quick to call this out as a red flag. People pointed out that Jun-seo wanted Eugen's attention but wasn't giving anything in return. Even worse, he started implying that her bubbly personality was fake, something that struck a nerve with viewers. Many defended Eugen, saying confident women are often judged unfairly, while emotionally closed-off men get praised for being mysterious. It reminded people of past Singles Inferno contestants like Gwon-hee, who also expected women to chase him, while he explored other options. Some fans started to feel like Jun-seo wasn't used to women not falling for him instantly, and that may explain why he didn't handle Eugen's reactions well. As more episodes aired, the tension between Jun-seo and Eugen kept growing. In group scenes, she would wave and greet him warmly, but he would ignore her completely. Instead of returning the greeting or even being polite, he focused on talking to others, like Mino, while leaving Eugen out of the conversation. Viewers noticed this pattern: he wasn't just being cold, he was actively avoiding her. Fans became frustrated, not just because of the failed romance, but because of the lack of basic respect. Even if he wasn't romantically interested anymore, there was no reason to treat her like she didn't exist. It felt unnecessarily cruel, and just when things couldn't get worse, a serious controversy from Jun-seo's past resurfaced. Fans discovered an old webtoon he allegedly created back in 2012 called Invisible Triple Kick. It was reportedly published under a username that matched his real Korean name. The comic contained offensive jokes about disabilities, derogatory references to mothers, and disturbing portrayals of women working in adult industries. One scene showed a store name that many considered an insult toward mothers, while another mocked people with disabilities. Even more troubling was a character described as a leader of women in adult jobs, something that sparked a new wave of criticism. The comic was made when Jun-seo was 16 years old. Some fans tried to defend him, saying teens in 2012 didn't fully understand what was offensive. But the majority didn't accept that argument. They pointed out that over a decade has passed, and Jun-seo never addressed the issue, either back in 2021 when it first surfaced or now during his rising fame. His former agency at the time, IOK Company, didn't release a statement, and now that he's no longer signed to an agency, it's entirely up to him to respond. The timing couldn't have been worse. Just as fans were turning on him for his actions on Singles Inferno, this controversy gave people even more reason to be upset. The growing perception wasn't just that Jun-seo was emotionally immature, but that he had a problematic mindset that hadn't been properly addressed. And then came the scene that truly pushed things over the edge. In a recent episode, Jun-seo went on a date with fellow contestant Hyun. At the end of the night, he mentioned where he was going to sleep. Hyun then suggested they share a bed. Without hesitation, they agreed, and by morning, they were still lying side by side. This marked the first time in Singles Inferno history that a female contestant was shown openly sharing a bed with a male contestant. While that's common in Western dating shows, in Korean reality TV, it's rare, and often seen as crossing a line. Social media exploded. Viewers weren't just reacting to the scene, but to everything it represented. Some said Hyun was being inconsistent, especially since she had been connecting with multiple contestants, including Tae-oh. Others blamed Jun-seo, accusing him of pushing the situation too fast. Regardless of who they blamed, the scene caused massive backlash. Fans didn't see it as romantic. Instead, many said it felt forced, awkward, and uncomfortable. They called it a strategic move that lacked authenticity and made Jun-seo look worse than ever. For many viewers, it was the final straw. What started as a promising, even exciting run on the show, had now turned into one of the biggest image crashes Singles Inferno has ever seen. From fan favorite to most criticized contestant, that's the story of Jun-seo's dramatic downfall. At this point, it's hard to see how he can recover. Between his cold behavior toward Eugen, the serious controversy surrounding his past webtoon, and the polarizing bed scene with Hyun, Jun-seo's reputation has taken hit after hit. Fans who once cheered for him are now calling for accountability. And with no agency to issue a statement, the responsibility to respond falls entirely on him. Will he speak up? Will he apologize? Or will he remain silent and hope the controversy fades away? That's the part no one knows yet. But one thing is clear, Jun-seo's time on Singles Inferno has turned into a roller coaster no one saw coming. From mysterious charmer to one of the most divisive figures in the show's history, his journey is a reminder that in reality TV, the truth always comes out, and how you treat people matters. Thanks for watching the video till the end. You're the real MVP. Make sure to subscribe so you never miss the real story behind the drama.